He told me the lip gloss in his car was from a coworker who got a ride. I opened the glove box. Inside was a birthday card signed, "Can't wait till she's gone." I left a pen so he could finish it. I want to start this by saying I wasn't the type to snoop. I never went through Drew's phone. Never checked his emails. I gave him his space. I gave him trust. I thought that's what a good partner did. We had been together for 3 years. I met him in a bar near downtown Wichita, Kansas. I was there with coworkers for a birthday thing. He came over, confident but not pushy, and made some joke about the music being stuck in 2009. I laughed. We talked. He bought me a whiskey sour. The rest was pretty standard. We dated, fell into a rhythm, and about a year later, he moved into my place. I lived in a small duplex on the east side of the city. It was nothing fancy, but it was mine. My grandma left it to me after she passed. I kept the garden up the way she liked it. It was quiet, comfortable, and until recently, drama-free. Drew had a sales job in marketing for a car dealership. He talked to a lot of people, spent a lot of time on his phone. At first, I didn't think anything of it. That was just part of the job, right? But over time, things started to feel different. He'd come home later than usual. Said he was working on a big pitch. He'd jump when his phone buzzed. Started sleeping with it under his pillow. He always had an excuse. Always made me feel like I was being silly if I asked about anything. I didn't want to be that girlfriend. The one who nags or accuses. So I let it go. Over and over again. Then came that Saturday. My car had a flat tire. Drew had the day off, and I needed to pick up groceries. I asked if I could use his car, just real quick. He paused. Too long. Then he said, "I can go instead. Just give me a list." That rubbed me the wrong way. I told him I didn't mind driving myself. After a beat, he tossed me the keys like it was nothing. But I saw the hesitation. I took his car. It was cleaner than usual, which struck me as weird. He never kept it spotless. But the cup holder had something in it. A tube of lip gloss. Not mine. I hadn't worn lip gloss in years. This was new. Pink. Glossy. Almost full. I picked it up, stared at it. My stomach twisted. When I got home, I held it up. He looked at it, and without blinking said, "Oh. Trina must have left it." I gave her a ride to the airport. Trina worked with him. I'd met her once at a Christmas party. She wore a ring. Told me about her 2 kids. I didn't think much of it, but now I was thinking about it. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept hearing his voice saying it so smoothly. Too smooth. Too ready. A few days later, I decided to clean his car. I told him I was doing a full spring clean on both our vehicles. He said thanks and kissed my forehead. I started with the glove box. It was mostly papers, receipts, old registration cards. Then I saw it. A card. Still in the envelope. Bright blue, gold letters. I pulled it out and opened it. The envelope wasn't sealed. Inside was a birthday card that said, "To my favorite person." The inside had a short message, written in someone's handwriting. "Can't wait till she's gone. Then we can finally do this right. Love you." That's all it said. But under the message was a blank line. Empty. Like someone was supposed to add more. My chest went cold. My ears rang. I stared at it, rereading it over and over again. Then I did something I didn't expect from myself. I took a pen out of my purse, clicked it open, and left it inside the card. Right there. Neat. Clean. Just waiting. Then I tucked the card back in the envelope, put it in the glove box, closed it like nothing happened. And I started thinking. That night, I barely slept. I kept hearing the words from that card in my head. Can't wait till she's gone. It played like a loop, over and over. I stared at the ceiling in the dark while Drew slept beside me. He snored like nothing was wrong. Like he wasn't sharing his heart with someone else while lying next to me every night. By morning, I'd made up my mind. I wasn't going to confront him, not yet. Not without knowing who she was. Not without getting everything I could. I needed proof. Over the next week, I played my role. I smiled. I cooked. I even asked him about his day like I cared. I watched him lie straight to my face. He said Trina was taking time off work. Said she had family stuff. I nodded. I bet she did. I started keeping notes. Dates. Times. Anything that felt off. I checked his car again 3 days later. The card was gone. But the pen was still in the glove box. So he'd seen it. He knew I knew. Yet he didn't say a word. The silence told me everything. The next twist came when I called Trina's office line while Drew was in the shower. I used my work phone. Blocked my number. A man answered. I said I was trying to reach Trina. He said, "She's out. Can I take a message?" I paused. Then I said, "This is regarding the Johnson campaign. I need to confirm something with her directly." He sighed. "Yeah, she won't be back until next month. She's on leave. Husband filed a restraining order last week. Whole situation's messy." That shut me up. Restraining order? I hung up. So, it wasn't Trina. Or maybe it was, and things got worse than I thought. I started watching Drew more closely. He changed his phone password. Began locking the bathroom door when he showered. He even kept a new duffel bag in his car. Said it was for the gym. But I looked inside one night when he forgot to lock his doors. There were clothes in it, yeah. But also cologne I didn't recognize. A second toothbrush. And a pair of lace underwear. Not mine. I took a photo of everything. Then put it all back like I hadn't touched a thing. The next day, I called out sick from work. Told my boss I had a stomach bug. Really, I followed Drew. He said he had a meeting in Andover, 30 minutes east. I watched him drive past the turn for Andover and head straight into a little suburb off 21st Street. He parked outside a townhouse. I waited. 10 minutes later, a woman opened the door and let him in. She was tall, slim, with dark hair and tight jeans. She kissed him on the mouth. I waited 2 hours. When he came out, she walked him to his car. They kissed again. Longer this time. He didn't see me parked down the block. I didn't cry. Not one tear. I went home, printed the photos, and slipped them into the birthday card envelope. I added the photo of the underwear for good measure. Then sealed it up and put it back in the glove box. I left a note on top. "You missed a spot." He didn't say anything that night. He got home around 7, same as usual. Acted normal. Kissed my cheek. Asked what was for dinner. I told him I wasn't hungry, and he shrugged like it was nothing. I watched him from the couch while he changed, like I hadn't seen him with another woman 4 hours earlier. He went to bed before me. I lay there in the dark again, listening to his breathing. The next morning, he was gone before I woke up. But something was different. He took his car keys, but the glove box was open. Not wide, just a little. Like he rushed to open it and forgot to close it all the way. That night, he was quiet. Tense. He barely ate dinner. I didn't ask why. He finally broke the silence around 10 while I was folding laundry. "You go through my car?" he asked, like he was just asking about the weather. I looked at him. Calm. "I did. A couple times." He nodded. No yelling. No denying. Then he said, "It's not what you think." I laughed. Not because it was funny. Because he had the balls to use that line. "Is it not?" I said. "Because from where I'm sitting, it's exactly what it looks like." He didn't respond. Just stared at the wall like maybe it would answer for him. Then he said, "We're just talking. She's going through stuff." I didn't say anything, just let the silence hang. He added, "It wasn't supposed to happen like this." I stood up, walked to the kitchen, and grabbed the bottle of whiskey he gave me for my birthday. I poured a shot, tossed it back, then looked at him. "So what now? You gonna wait till I'm gone like the card said? Or is this where I'm supposed to get mad and throw things so you can play the victim?" That got to him. He flinched like I slapped him. Then he said something that flipped everything. She's pregnant. I felt like the floor dropped under me. He kept going, like he couldn't stop now. She says it's mine. I don't know for sure yet, but I can't just walk away if it is. My chest burned. Like something inside me cracked open. You really think I'm just gonna roll over and let you go play house with your side chick? I said. He looked guilty, but not enough. Never enough. He said, I don't want to hurt you. Too late. At that moment, I knew the old me was gone. I wasn't going to scream. I wasn't going to cry. I was going to destroy him slowly, and I had the perfect way to start. I didn't say another word that night. I slept in the guest room, or at least laid there until the sun came up. My mind never stopped spinning. Everything he said echoed in my head. Pregnant. Can't walk away. Didn't mean to hurt me. I realized I didn't care if he meant to. He did. And now I was going to give him what he gave me, no warning, no mercy. The next morning, I called my cousin Marcus. He's not the kind of guy people mess with. Used to work security for a private firm in Topeka. He owed me a favor. I told him everything. Every detail. He didn't ask why I wanted what I wanted. He just said, send me the name. I gave him the girl's name. I'd found it after going through Drew's glove box one last time and taking the mail from the back seat. She'd written him a letter, like some twisted teenager in love. She signed it Melanie. Marcus found her address in under an hour. I didn't want violence. I wanted something cleaner. I called in sick for the week. Told my boss I was dealing with a family emergency. Not a lie. Then I emptied the joint account Drew and I shared. It wasn't much, but enough. I left him $4.13. Just enough to feel the insult when he checked. I took his duffel bag and dumped it on the front lawn. Toothbrush, underwear, all of it. Then I packed his things. Every sock, shirt, and charger cord. I bagged it all and drove it to Melanie's house. Left it on her porch. Taped a copy of the card to the top, along with every picture I took, her kissing him, them holding hands, the underwear in the bag. I wrote across the envelope in big red letters, "Congrats. Hope he cheats on you too." Then I went back home and changed the locks. When he got back from work, he looked confused at first. Saw his stuff gone. Saw the lock changed. He knocked, calm at first. Then louder. Then shouting. I waited. Let him shout for 5 minutes before I cracked the window. You can leave, I said. She's got your things. Hope her couch is comfortable. You don't have to do this, he said. I smiled. Already did. He threatened to call the police. I told him to go ahead. The lease was in my name only. His mail was gone. His name wasn't on anything. He was just a guest now. A very unwelcome one. That night, Melanie called me. Who the hell do you think you are? She screamed into the phone. I waited until she was done. Then I said, the woman he was sleeping with while lying to both of us. But I'm done now. He's all yours. Then I hung up. A week later, I heard he tried moving in with her. She kicked him out after 2 days. Turns out, she was never pregnant. She just wanted him to leave me. He lost his place, his girl, and eventually his job. Word got around fast once I sent anonymous tips to his boss with screenshots. He texted me last month. Said he was sorry. Said he'd made mistakes. I didn't reply, but I did send him one last thing. A photo of the card. And the pen. Still uncapped. Still waiting.